So, let's start with whatever you feel like you need. So if you kind of have more of an active day, maybe we'll start with we'll move first, but we'll start with a little bit of breath connection. So maybe you want to connect with the breath with a bolster in front, leaning into the bolster. If you want to, if that feels nice and comfortable, or maybe you want to start, seated. And if you were at the computer all day, maybe you want to start like standing, like hanging in a forward fold, or maybe you want to start on your back with your palms to the sky. Opening up the shoulders. Maybe you want to hang and grab opposite elbows for a little while, and then you eventually make your way to your back, palms to the sky, shoulders open. So really just feeling into the different needs of our physical body. And maybe letting this be that reminder that we all have different needs and experiences leading up to this time in our day. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Just like we're all in different shapes right now. So let that be just something that we can remind ourselves of as we move and then restore. And breathing in and out, nourishing that nervous system. Feeling the breath on the inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale. Exhale. And just continuing with the breath. And I think we can bring into our space this evening the word essence. What is the essence of this shape that you're in right now? What is the essence of our practice this evening? What are we hoping might flow up? Is it to leave with some calm? Maybe it's to leave with steadiness, or maybe it's to leave with a little bit of a pick-me-up for the evening. When tapping into, as we look ahead to the week, to the Thanksgiving. Heard a lot of people say that they feel sad and they feel grateful. And they have this longing and they feel a little melancholic, but then they try to be happy. So we can just let ourselves feel how we feel about the situation. But also thinking of what the essence of the holiday is. What does it mean to the soul and your body to celebrate Thanksgiving? And how could you create that this week? To me, I looked most forward to the board games at Thanksgiving. Yeah. So you know what? I can heat up some leftovers and see how I can manage a couple board games. Because the essence of the board games to me was the laughter, the silliness. And so let's just distill it down, distill whatever we have that's in our mind right now, distill it down to what does it mean to us? Just be with that deeper meaning, right? It doesn't have to even be Thanksgiving. Why does anything resonate with us? Cultivating that self-awareness. Let's give ourselves 2 more rounds of breath, guys. That last round of breath. You know what? We're gonna come up to stand. So kind of getting right into this movement. Finding mountain pose. And while we find this mountain pose, what's the essence? What does mountain pose mean to you? Maybe it means stability. Maybe it means a little like reset. So feel into your body, feel into your shape. What can you draw out of your mountain pose tonight that's going to serve you in the space that you're in? Let's inhale, draw our palms together above the head, and we reach for the sky. Lift the heels off the floor, become nice and long. Exhale, fold it forward, forward fold. Bend the knees, rise right back up. Breathing as we bring the hands above the head and then fold again. And we'll do that a few more times. So just go ahead, rise and fold, bending and extending through the fingertips. Arms can come out as you sweep up, or maybe they just go up the center of the heart, right back up to the sky if our hands are in prayer in the heart. And the next time you come into a forward fold, let's pause, fold it over, maybe grab opposite elbows, and let's sway side to side. Over to the left, and then over to the right. Letting our hands be heavy, our elbows and our head be heavy, and then bring everything back to the middle, bend the knees, rise up to stand, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Maybe press the thumb knuckles against the sternum. Stand into that left foot. Now step the right foot back, finding a crescent lunge. So maybe the ball of that right foot is lifted, or on the ground, the heel is lifted. The feet can be wide apart, or maybe they're close together. Front leg bent as much as feels right for you. And then let's bring the arms out to the side. The palms shine forward, shoulders are open. Yes. Then exhale, draw the hands above the head, straighten that front leg. And then bend that knee as we bring the hands out to the side. Straighten and bring the palms together. Exhale, bend and extend out through the hands. Just building some heat here in the legs, maybe noticing the hip flexors and those hips really open as we bend and straighten. Now the next time you bring the hands above the head and that leg is straight, pause there. Feel that heel lifted in the back. Really press through the ball of the foot to activate the front of that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, draw hands to the chest, bend that front knee. Let's rise up. Maybe that toe kickstands on the floor. Maybe it floats high in the sky. And then let your heart be free. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that leg through so the knee comes in line with the hip. Maybe that means the toe drags across the mat and you lift it up. Knee up in line with the hip, maybe lower. Place the left hand on the hip, the right hand on the top of the thigh, and then open that knee out to the side. That hip opening just a little bit, maybe the toes down. Shoulders roll up and back. Breathe in. And then bring that knee back to the middle, and then ground that right foot. Shake out the legs, bring the arms out, maybe roll the wrists around. You can bring the hands in front of the body, maybe roll those fists together. Yeah, right, exactly. So rolling those wrists. Standing, both feet on the ground. Maybe you're facing the front of your mat. Release those hands, reach up for sky, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, ground that right foot, step the left foot back. Reach up to the sky, that left heel is spiked. And we press through the ball of that left foot. And this time we're going to bring our arms kind of out like a Y and bring the elbows towards the hips. Kind of bringing some action into the side body. So we're going to inhale, straighten that front leg and the arms are out like a Y. And then bend the knee, bring the elbows down. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms like a Y. Exhale, elbows to the hips, bend the knee. Now just flow with your own breath your own movement. Notice maybe where there's heat building up in the body, maybe some energy flowing that was stagnant before. And the next time you have that knee bent and those elbows towards the hips, pause there. Bring the hands to the heart. And then exhale, shift the weight into that front foot. Maybe kickstand that left big toe. Let yourself be free and the heart hovers. The leg can lift. And what does the essence of this shape mean to you? Maybe it means that balance of the leg, or maybe it means the lifting of the heart. Whatever it means for you, tap into that. And then exhale, bring that front knee just a little bit so we can bring that left knee through. Maybe in line with the hip. Yes, bring the hands to the hips. And that left hand comes to the thigh or the knee. And bring it out to the side, opening that hip up. And ground the toe. Just feel a little opening in the hip. To the middle. Ground the foot. And let the hands hang. And then we're in our mountain pose again. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, hands come to the sky. Reach nice and high. Maybe we send the hips forward and the hands go back just a little bit, and then we'll fold it forward. Exhale. Uttanasana. Let's let the head be heavy. Maybe the forehead is parallel with the fronts of the knees. Let's shift the weight into the right foot, straighten that right leg, bend the left leg, and open up the back of the right leg just a little bit. And then straighten that right, or straighten the left leg, bend the right leg, shift the weight into the left foot. And maybe just continue to do that, kind of pedaling out the feet. The heels might lift to open the backs of the legs. Sometimes when we sit all day, it feels nice to open the backs of the legs, especially those upper hamstrings. So go ahead and move. Maybe you have some blocks under the hands. I'm going to do that actually. Just pedal out the feet, putting on that high heel on one foot, and then on the other. And now both heels come to the ground. Let's bend those knees. Let's rise up with the arms, but sit back in our chair. Nice, guys. Let's bring our arms out like a Y again, and exhale, those elbows come down towards those hips. Maybe you feel that spot like right on the inside of the shoulders, like open up, like right along here. If we bring our arms kind of back, like, no, it wasn't me. But elbows towards the hips. Let's pause there to activate the side of the body. And then we'll open up the arms back to the sky. You can lift up out of the chair if you need to. You can stay bent. And exhale, elbows towards the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Shift the weight into the right foot. Let's soar again, lifting that left foot to sky. Maybe we pulse that left heel up to the sky. Maybe it's on the ground and we just lift that toe up. And then let's bring that left foot through, sit back in our chair. Arms out like a T, palms to the sky. And then bring the elbows towards those hips again. Activating that side body, breathe in. Nice, guys. Exhale, hands to the heart, grounding the left foot. Let's soar. Send the right foot back. Maybe we pulse that foot to the sky a couple times, maybe we lower down. Wherever it is, do it with mindfulness and see what it means to you to move in that way. Now bring that right foot back to meet the left. Sit in your chair. This time bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Let's inhale. And then exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Bring the hands behind the back. Reach the hands towards the sky. Breathe in and out. Opening up the chest, the shoulders. Let's breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring the hands to the ground and step the feet back. Maybe we come at a downward facing dog, or maybe we find plank. So up to you. If you want to stand in your downward facing dog, or if you want to come into your plank. What's going to feel right for your space? What's going to feel right after the day that you've had? And now wherever you're at, let's lower down the knees, coming onto both of our knees, and then our hands are underneath the shoulders.
Now from here, let's find some stillness. Maybe close the eyes, feel the heart parallel with the earth. Feel the hands, maybe each little finger pad on our mat. Let's breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Now inhale, extend that right leg back. And before I do that, I usually bring my left knee in, kind of towards the midline, just a little bit. It feels a little more stable for me than having my left knee under the hip. So if you find yourself doing that, or maybe you try it, see if that feels stable, and then draw the right leg back, nice and long. And so maybe the foot is either on the floor, or maybe the ankle's in line with the hip. But let's pause right here. It's like our warrior 3, but it's on the ground. Let's breathe in. And now let's exhale, bring that right knee up towards the right elbow. Maybe it doesn't come all the way, but move it in that direction. Maybe the knee comes to the chest. And then extend the leg back. Reach that heel back, back, back. Flex the foot towards the face. And then lower that knee down. Maybe bring it towards the middle so we can inhale to extend that left leg back. And then we'll close our eyes. And we'll connect with this grounded kind of warrior 3. Feel your heart soar as you ground through the points of contact with Mother Earth. Now exhale, bend that knee towards the elbow. And then extend it back. Exhale, bend towards the elbow. Inhale, extend it back. Pause there. Now exhale, lower the knees. Let's come into a child's pose for a few breaths. Maybe you bring your bolster in front and you have a supported child's pose. We're going to be here for 3 breaths, like a beginning, middle, and end. So we feel that cycle, beginning, preserving, and transforming. Let's exhale, lift up the hips, press into the hands, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. The balls of the feet on the floor, maybe the heels come down. Let's be here 5 breaths. 1 to settle in, and then 3 for that cycle, and then 1 to settle out. Notice the breath in the body. And feel the breath in the shape. Feel yourself in the breath, and the breath in yourself. Now your next inhale, let's step our right foot forward, bring it between the hands. Ground that right foot, now step that left foot forward. So feet are side by side, bend the knees, inhale, rise up. Reach for the sky. And exhale, draw hands to the heart. Grounding through the soles of the feet. Now press that thumb and the pinky together. Maybe feel the side bodies activate. Those muscles along the ribs. Just bringing some subtle awareness to the physical body. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen as you bring the arms up overhead. Plant both feet nice and strong. Ground that left foot as we reach over towards the right. And really, you can send that hip out like real sassy. And then we have some sassy ones in here. So let that sass just send the hip out. And let's bring it through the middle. Exhale. Pause when you get there. Inhale. Yep, and now exhale to extend over to the other side. Noticing some length that we can create from that hip to the armpit and the armpit to the elbow, elbow to the wrist. Inhale. Exhale, bring it all back to the middle. Yes, let's step our feet mat distance apart. If you want to come wider, come face the long edge. So bring your feet wide. Let's point the toes out to the side. And then let's exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And just squat a little bit. So maybe like in between a goddess and a sumo. Breathing in and out. Maybe you come on to the ball, the right foot in the ball, the left foot to lift the heels just a little. And then you can lower and let's extend towards the sky, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend just a little bit. Lift the heels if you want. And then ground heels, rise up to sky, straighten those legs. Exhale, bring the hands to the side. Let's heel toe those feet. So maybe they're about hip distance apart now. Bring the arms out, bend the knees, hinge at the waist forward, ground the right foot, step the left foot back, ground the ball of the foot, and then ground that heel. And then bring the hands down and then past the ears for Parasvottanasana. When we bring our arms out, it's kind of like front loading that front leg. So feel a strong hip, a strong leg. Inhale. And now exhale, frame the foot so the hands hover kind of above the foot, by that leg. Inhale. Now bend that knee, come onto the ball of the left foot, step that left foot back, and then we'll rise up for crescent. Inhale. Exhale, sink into that lunge. And let's be here for 5 breaths. Baron Baptiste said that the pose begins when you want to get out of it. So maybe when you start to feel a little discomfort, not really discomfort, but just like work, but not a bad work, but you start to feel, oh, that muscle is there. That's when it starts. Kind of like those lessons or those experiences, those challenges. It kind of starts when we begin to notice things that pop up that we didn't know were there, we forgot were there, right? Let's exhale to let that go. Hands come down, step up into that right foot, ground the left foot. Inhale to rise up for sky. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And pause. Ground the left foot, step that right foot back. The heel lifts at first and then lower that heel. Straighten that front leg. Bring the arms out to the side like a T. Exhale to hinge at the waist. And then sweep those hands in. Parasvottanasana, our heart parallel with the ground. You notice if you feel it in the low back, maybe where you might see those muscles coming to life. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the belly button into spine, ladies. Active core. Maybe the armpits are active, those muscles around the armpits. Breathe in. Now exhale, pivot onto the ball of that back foot. Inhale to rise, shoulders over the hips. Maybe we step that right foot back. And then exhale, let's sink into our crescent lunge here for 5 rounds of breath. Nice job. Maybe we tuck that pelvis to have a little less curve in that low back. Arms reach for sky. Maybe you have a different variation of the arms on this side. Maybe we don't notice discomfort in the muscles, but it's that quietness that we want to start to entertain with a thought or a story. Let's inhale. Now exhale, let it go. Let the hands come down to the side. The ball of the right foot can kind of come down as we straighten that front leg and pivot the feet towards the long edge. And now bring those toes to face those corners, heels turn in. And now let's find our goddess. Sinking down, maybe into a squat as deeply or as shallowly as feels right. Hands in prayer, maybe they're on the hips. Maybe they're palms up on top of the thighs. Breathe in. Nice job, guys. If you want to lift the heels, you can lift the heels. Maybe you keep them grounded. And be in the shape, be in the space. Inhale, straighten the legs. Let's reach the arms to sky. Hallelujah. Pivot the toes to face the long edge. Ground through the feet. Maybe notice the sides, the pinky edge side of the foot ground. And the foot, the inner foot grounds like a suction cup on the mat. Bring our arms out like a T, and then we're going to exhale that left hand towards that right shin. The right arm reaches for sky. Shift the weight into the ball of the foot. The heel is still down, but the weight shifts. Breathe in. Now exhale, sweep the arms up. Really nice. Inhale and exhale to bring that right hand to the shin, maybe towards the ankle. Left arm to sky. And now let's exhale, rise up again. Hands can come above the head or like a T, your choice. Grounding through the feet. And let's go to one side and the other. So left hand to the right leg, right arm reaches up, and then come right back up. Right hand towards that left leg. And now move, maybe one breath on each leg. Kind of like we started with our rolling mountain pose at Uttanasana. Just kind of roll through. Really nice. As we cross the body with one hand to the opposite leg, our brain, our hemispheres are like, all right, let's work together. So feel this in the mind, becoming whole and working harmoniously, not only in our physical body, but mentally. So bringing that together. Perfect timing, end of the day, right? And now next time you go to each side one more time. Bring your arms out for your extended mountain pose and close the eyes whenever you get there. Nice. With your eyes closed, let's bring the palms to the sky. Bring your awareness to the palms of the hands. Imagine the light and energy that converges at the heart space, flowing out the palms of your hands. With that energy in the palms, bring the hands above the head, palms meet, energy converges. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart space. Feel the energy in the palms coming back to the heart. Let's exhale. Can you heel toe those feet together? You can keep the eyes closed, maybe the eyes come open. Feet are side by side. Here we are, mountain pose. Ground the left foot. Bend the right knee, and then open that hip out to the side. Maybe the leg comes onto the calf or on the inside of that thigh, but let's find our tree pose. Press the leg into the foot into the leg. Don't press it against that knee if it's painful. Find another place on the leg. And visualize your tree of choice and what it means to be in the shape of a tree. Are you a tree house where kids go play? Are you a windbreak? Are you shade? Are you home of a bird's nest? Or are you firewood or soon to be paper? Let's bring the knee back into the middle, ground the foot. Release the hands, let's let that go. And then when you're ready, if you want to come into tree on the other side, come into tree, maybe you stay in mountain pose. And be your tree, or be your mountain. Nice job. Really good. Bring that knee back to the middle if you can before bringing that foot to the ground. Maybe separate the feet, maybe sway side to side, separate those hands. Now with those palms shining down towards the earth, Feel the energy of the heart flowing out the palms and then down the soles of the feet. Feel that flow of energy through the body. Coming up from the earth, circulating the body, and then out into the world. Where we walk. The things we touch. Let's breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, bring the hands to the sky. You can bring the palms together. Maybe the hands are separated. Feel the energy flowing into the fingertips, down the arms, out the soles of the feet. And then up the soles, out the fingertips. Let's exhale, bring our hands to the side. Now you're welcome to stand, or if you want to come down into a seat, we're just going to do a visualization of light moving up and down the spine. So maybe you want to stay standing, maybe you want to sit. It won't be long, but make yourself comfortable. And feeling into the front of the spine. Move that awareness from the low spine, the front of the low spine, to the front of the body. And on an inhale, visualize the light moving up the front of the body. To the third eye. Exhale that light down the back of the body. The tailbone. Inhale, it flows up. Exhale, like a circuit, it flows across the third eye, down the back of the body. Across that low part of the spine to the front of the body, up from the body. Inhale up. And exhale down the back of the body. Letting go of the visualization, let's just be with the energy in our being. That light and that energy is our essence and our guide for the rest of our practice. If you're not on your mat already, make your way to your mat, find your bolster, find your blocks. And just like we all have arrived with our different days behind us, our different life experiences around and within us, let me give some options for maybe what might feel really nice for this first restorative posture. So placing your bolster on the block. You know, one trick that I shared a couple weeks ago that I know Mr. Babes really liked is to place a blanket on your mat, especially when it gets cooler. It's a little nice cushion as well. So if you want to do that, if you have enough blankets to do that, bring there. Maybe you put on your socks that you took off or anything layered you might want as we cool off. And now here's our first option, is to sit right in front of that bolster and recline back. If you have some pillows, it's really nice to bring them underneath the arms to let the palms be up. That's going to open the chest for that computer day. And now your feet, any variation. Feet on the ground, knees together. Legs can be long, maybe feet together in your butterfly. So if you want to lay back, you can lay back. One thing that's really nice on a busy day, if you feel like you want to just kind of calm that nervous system by bringing some pressure on the chest, you can come into a wide-legged child's pose. So that's our other option. You can fold it forward. And let that heart beat into the cushion. So maybe you want to kind of roll up in a ball in a child's pose. Maybe you want to open up that chest with a reclined position. When you get to that spot that's right for you, maybe begin that visualization once again. Inhale the light, flowing up the front of the body. Exhale down the back of the body. Allowing that light to move. Maybe it has a rhythm. Maybe it has a physical sensation. Visualizing on the inhale up the front of the body, exhale down the back of the body. And ground into the breath, ground into the shape that you're in. And then perhaps as that light flows up the front of the body on an inhale, you say the mantra to yourself, hum. Exhale, sa. Hum, so you feel the expansion in the chest. And sa, as you exhale and drop into the cushion behind your bone. Allowing the synchronicity of the mantra, the breath, the body to all meld into one. There's no separateness. So. Allow yourself to be taken care of in this moment. Maybe you notice the energy moving to an area of the body. You just want to place your hand there and acknowledge that energy. Telling yourself that it's okay to be where you are right now. Let's inhale and exhale. Bring some awareness back to the physical body. We inhale and exhale. Next inhale, maybe we notice the color behind the eyelids. And exhale, feel the breath in our entire being, meaning the life in our being. And then wherever you're at, just gently coming off of the bolster, whether you're in a child's pose or you're on your back, reclined on the bolster. Now there's options for our next twist. So you can leave the bolster right where you are. You can bring one thigh towards the bottom of that bolster. So let's say you have your left thigh towards the bolster and that right leg can be like on top of the foot. You can have your knees side by side, but then turning the heart to rest down onto the bolster. So it's a little kind of a twist. We have that option. You can also bring the bolster out to the side and then just bring your body to the floor. And so with that bolster at the side, let the leg closest to the bolster be long and then draw the opposite leg in and across the body. Maybe you have a pillow under your head. And then cover yourself with the blankets, guys. So if you're on your bolster, if you're just on the floor, we're gonna get a twist here, but do it in a way that you could almost fall asleep because you're so snuggled in. Feel the energy in the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands. And feel that energy almost pulsating from the heart to the soles and to the palms and back to the heart. It's that same light that was circulating up and down the spine. The light of the world within. filling ourselves with limitlessness. With each breath, feeling a little more connected to our peaceful nature. Allowing ourselves to just be. Let go of any tension or contraction of the muscles in the body as we sink into the shape. Have 3 more breaths before we switch sides. So if you arrive at the end of that 3rd breath before anybody else does, feel free to just switch over to the other side. I think you all know how to do that by now. You restorative junkies. But do so with gentleness and without rush. And when you get to that next side, giving yourself the moment to arrive. So maybe that's a deep exhale. Can you open the eyes and then blink them closed really softly? Like that baby that wakes up and the eyelids just flutter close. Fill your heart with love. There are no conditions in the heart. This is unconditional self-love, self-compassion that sends love to every cell in the body. So feel every cell in your body radiating with unconditional love. This essence of our soul, unconditional love and endless peace. We drop into that. Feel that connection. Maybe it's to a being or to an energy force, or to that part of us that's beyond time and space, that fills us. There's no end and there's no beginning. There's no you, there's no me, there's an us. And feel that light that flows up and down the spine, then meets at the heart and flows out the palms and out the soles. Feel that becoming one with those of us in this space. With everything around you. Whenever you're ready, you can gently roll onto your back and come into Shavasana. Holding that energy in that space. When you get there, feeling that light radiating every cell of your being, and recognize it in your Shavasana. Feeling the energy expand beyond your physical body, feeling the room that you're in. Expanding beyond the room that you're in. Feel yourself completely healthy. Feel yourself completely whole. And feel yourself living life without limitation. The essence of your being, completely amplified and alive. Feel your connection to the greater whole. Know that you are the greater whole. And remaining in that space that you're in, perhaps you want to remain on your back. Maybe you want to come to a seated position, so wherever you decide to close class, just hold the space that you're in. Hold the energy that you're in. With your inner eye, scan from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head, to the palms of your hands. As if you were an explorer of consciousness, scan the energy of your body, from the soles of the feet to the palms of your hands. Scan from the soles of your feet to the palms of your hands. We'll close with our Om Shanti. Exhale, let the breath go. Inhale, draw the breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.